Good afternoon. Today is 7:07, and I usually on my first video for the day I actually kind of go over some scripture, but today I want to do it a little different. um, I do want to share a passage that I hope that you'll go back and read. Recently, within the last I think month or two, I was going through something and I saw this friend slash one of our used to be students at Sam's, and I was sharing with her some of the things that were going on, and she had told me to read Psalm 91. And little did she know at that time that verse, that passage had been referenced in other ways through other people, and it still continues to be referenced in the last couple of weeks. And so I'm not gonna lie, y'all, when she referenced it, I didn't go read it like I wanted to. I did like put it in my notes and stuff, but I didn't go read it. So this morning I actually got up and I read it, and I thought this is what I'm gonna do it over today. But when I read it, there was a lot of great things in it, but the strongest thing that I received out of it was that we can read many things about God, and we can read many things about God. We can read the scripture, but the bottom line is that if we don't believe and put our total security and our trust in Him, then the word is void. The Bible is void, and it will not have power in our life. And that's what I got out of what I read today. That's all I could think about as I read it. So I just want you to know that when you go back and read it, those things are true, that God is all those things, and He can be those things to you. However, just you reading it is not enough. Just you quoting it is not enough. You gotta believe it in your heart, and you gotta act it out, even when you're just kind of uncertain if you should believe it 100%. So that is my word for the day in regards to scripture. But I also wanted to share this thing, something that's a little bit more to my heart and has been all day. The coronavirus has created a lot of different scenarios with people. People are being locked in their homes. People are homeschooling their children. People are working from home, and limited work in just a lot of different ways. Some people will have to go and do a job change. We could say a career change, because they need work right now. So they're gonna have to go find one of those jobs that are open and stuff. But during this time, it also, as we have to adjust to the new life, it creates change in our hearts. And I saw this little bit of a video today is about, if you want something, go do it. If you think of something new, go do it. And it's not always that easy. It's not always that easy for God to lay something on your heart and it to actually come into fruition. Not everybody has that opportunity. And so my prayer right now is that with the coronavirus and all the changes that have happened, that it will have companies look at things in a different perspective. Because while you might consider that people are being having to do shelter in place and stuff, the impact of the companies is, you have to understand that there's companies that actually probably have toyed with the idea of letting people work from home. However, they didn't want to do it for whatever reason. Maybe it was because of the funds of the technology, or maybe it was just going outside of the comfort zone and something that they're not used to. And not only have families been pushed into something, companies have too. And so I pray that as companies and individual families see these new are put in or forced into these new situations, and our hearts are going to start changing, even companies, y'all. And I just pray that whatever is laid on people's heart and employers' heart, that God gives us the wisdom to continue to move in a way that our hearts are crying for, and that our hearts desire, and that He will open up new opportunities from this, with employers, seeing things operating in a new kind of way, even offering different benefits to their employees, along with families seeing that they can do things a little differently. And that's my heart cry today. That's my heart cry. Actually, it's been my heart cry for a couple of days, because as we sit at home, what some of us might not realize, that there's many of us that go to work every day, and just because we go to work doesn't mean that that is exactly where we want to be. Sometimes it's what we've had to do, and we've made the best of it, and we've actually we learn to believe that's where we want it to be. And so as God starts changing our hearts, I pray that He also provides the way to what our hearts are changing to, and that more people surrender to that and yield to that. So that's just something I wanted to share. There's just a lot of things that I've been in meetings today and stuff, and so there's just a lot of things. So anyway, if you could just keep companies and people in your prayers as God continues to use the coronavirus to change our hearts and to change the direction of our nation and world, that we also be open to the new ideas and possibilities that He is offering us as corporations and individuals.